So I already went ahead to convert this image to Rec 709 using the color space transform and Kodak 2383 film LUT, and then I start doing the color grading before these two nodes. So I come over to the first node and then I'm going to work on my exposure. I want to add contrast because I see that the shadows are not black enough, so I'm going to come to the third node and then I work on the contrast carefully until I'm satisfied. You see before and after, you see the difference. You have to understand that contrast is what makes the difference between amateurs and professionals. Under the second node, we go to primary color wheels. We're going to use offset to balance the colors. So we're going to take out red and yellow from the image because it's too red and yellow. So we're going to be adding more cool tones, and that is going to cause a problem. And the problem is going to cause is that it's going to create more colors in the shadows, and we don't want any colors in the shadows. You want your shadows to be pure black. Under the waveform, you can see that there are some blues in the shadows, which we are going to work on it. But before that, let's work on the skin. We can see very well that the skin is not balanced. It's a little bit greenish, so we have to work on it. Go to U versus U, and then we select the portion of the skin. Yeah, we lift it up so we ensure that the skin falls under the skin tone line. You see the before and after. It helps to create more contrast and it helps to make it look more realistic because skin has to be on the skin tone line. So after that, we'll go back to the second node, which is our color balance, and under this color balance, we're going to fix the problem we created when we're trying to balance the colors. We remember we added a lot of blue, and that caused some blue colors on the shadows, which is what we don't want. So we're going to go back and then go under the log wheels under that same node, and then under the shadows we're going to add a little bit of reddish warmish tone, which is the opposite color of blue, so we can neutralize that color in the shadows and ensure that our shadows is pure black. And then we're going to work on the range to ensure that we affecting just the darkest point of the image, which is very, very important. So you play around till you're satisfied, and for me, I think this works. And then after that, I'll go ahead and work on the skin. So I'll go to the fourth node. Under my qualifier palette, I'm going to go to 3D, and then I'll select my skin. That's going to create a mask which is going to affect just the skin, which is pretty good for me and for this tutorial. So I'm going to go over that same node, and then I'll add color compressor on it, which is a great tool for working skins. And then I'll pick the pen tool and select the best color on the skin that I like. I will switch the hue of the whole skin to match that color that I picked, so that all the skin should have one unique color. And then I'm going to work on the saturation to add a little bit of softness and saturation to it. Color compressor has a way of adding saturation that I really love, so I like to use it a lot. After adding saturation, I think the color is good. I like it. I like the skin. The color stands out, the skin standing out. Everything is so beautifully made, and I can actually export this, and I'm very sure my clients are going to love it. But as a professional, I just decided that let me just add some more taste to this image by reducing the saturation, like the overall warmth saturation, down a little, and I feel that is going to add some taste to the image, which is what the professionals go for. You see, when I bring it out, you see the effect it gives. The other one looks good, it's normal, but bringing down the saturation, I feel like it's adding some depth into the image which was not there before, and I'll go for this. So this is my final look. What do you think? We'll take another shot.